Guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Rachel Eddy if you're new here, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate your support and I hope you find my content helpful. So if you're new, welcome and feel at home. Today I'm excited because we're going to share about hair, and it's a common problem that we experience a lot on our hair journey. Let's talk about hairline and how to grow it and how to keep it healthy. I am going to share tips that have helped me this far to grow my hairline and keep it healthy. We have common habits that we do can lead to hair thinning and eventually hair loss or hair breakage. So if you watched my previous videos, you will hear common tips or the same tips, but I have new ones as well. So first tip is to use gentle shampoos on your hair. I mean a shampoo that is not strong, that doesn't have very strong chemicals that may lead to thinning and also breakage. Very strong chemicals can affect our hair, more so depending on your hair porosity or your hair texture. And if your scalp is very sensitive, then you do not need to use very strong and harsh shampoos on your hair. So if you can look for mild shampoos, we have that in the stores that does not contain silicones and sulfates and other strong words for the ingredient part. You can look for that and we have them. The second tip is to moisturize your hairline every day if you can. If you go for long without moisturizing your hairline, then let it be for a day or two. Moisturizing is very, very, very important because it leads your hair to be moistened. That helps with breakage or drying. Not drying, I mean. You can use leave-in conditioner or even water. Water is the first ingredient to moisturize your hair. If you look at these conditioners that we put on our hair, the first ingredient is water, guys. Don't be full dirty. You have to buy a very expensive conditioners or store-bought products to keep your hair healthy. No, you can use water every day, and that is what I do. I put hair conditioners once in a while. So water is a very nice basic standard. Everyone can get that. You can do that daily. Put water on your hairline and massage. Make sure you put your fingers not like this because you're gonna put some pressure on your scalp. Don't do like this with your nails or the tips of your fingers. Put your fingers like this in a slanting mode and massage them. The water all the way to your hairline, and then after that you can apply some moisturizing oil or some sealing oils. So moisturizing oil, you can use olive oil, coconut oil. We have avocado oil. Those are moisturizing oil. Those are just examples. We'll talk about types of moisturizing oils and sealing oils later, but I'm just mentioning a few. Sealing oils, we have castor oil, grapeseed oil, and jojoba oil. So those are the few that I can mention at this time. So when you moisturize your hair, remember to apply some sealing oil, or you can even leave it with some moisturizing oil, and then just put your bonnet on and then go to bed. But remember, you're not drenching your hair with water. No, it's just applying some water to dampen it, so you can the moisture is very important for your scalp and your hair. The third point is massaging your hairline or your scalp. You can do daily massages if you have time for that. Let me tell you guys, this journey hasn't been easy. I've had ups and downs. and my struggles. I still have them, but let me tell you that it hasn't been easy. I used to massage my scalp every day. From 2017, I cut my hair 2016, end of 2016. So I started the journey 2017. I used to massage my scalp every day and my hairline. It wasn't easy, but I would encourage you guys to do it. It bears fruit. This encourages blood flow on your scalp, which enhances hair growth. So daily massages are very, very important. If you can massage your scalp daily, if you can massage your hairline daily, you will come back and tell me that, that testimony, that is what I always look forward to. So that has helped me. I would encourage you to daily massage your hair. And if you don't have time, then you can do it at least thrice a week. You can do it Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. That would be really nice for your hair. Another tip is drying your hair. What do you use to dry your hair? Well, after you clean your hair, do you use a towel? Do you use a t-shirt? Do you air dry your hair? So it depends with you. For me, most of the time I air dry my hair. If you do not have time, you can get an old t-shirt. You can pat it dry like this, and then you can leave the hair to dry by itself, or you can use a towel. I discourage towels, but if that is what you have, then pat dry like this. Please do not rub. Don't rub. That will encourage tangles, and that will encourage breakage, and your hair will tangle, and by the time you are detangling it, then you would have lost a lot of hair. So pat it dry and leave it to air dry. If you can, just take a shower, wash your hair, and go just go do your thing, and your hair will dry. That would really minimize hair breakages. Avoid very harsh chemicals and very harsh styling gels. So we have different kinds of gels, and these gels might have very heavy chemicals or ingredients in them that may lead to hair thinning, and eventually your hair will be thin and start falling out. If you can use very gentle and natural gels that, there are these natural, gels that are made from common ingredients like flaxseed, aloe vera, okra, we have coconut. There are these nice gels that you can get. If you can use those ones, then that's okay for your hair and hairline. Minimize the usage of that. If you can style your hair with just naturally, just put a simple style on, or even make your gels at home. That's what I do, guys. Most of the time I still have store-bought gels, but I make my gels at home, and that is what I use from a day-to-day basis. I make flaxseed. Check on my channel. I will link that down here or up here somewhere. I don't know. I will link it. A flaxseed gel, okra gel that I make, aloe vera gel. Guys, these are simple gels that if you make, you can refrigerate it and then use for 4 to 7 days, and just make small batches that just last you a week, and just make another one. It's expensive to keep buying on gels from the store, and then you say taking care of a natural hair is expensive. It's not expensive because you're buying those products. If you buy those seeds or those okras, you will buy them once in a while. Make that gel and then you store it. You use it from time to time. That will help you to even save up from buying all these expensive products. But anyway, that works for me. The other tip is avoiding heat. We've talked about this before. If you can avoid heat, your hair would thrive, guys. Heat leads to hair loss to some people if you don't use it correctly. There are those who use heat protectant and all these sprays and all these creams to protect them from hair breakage. That's okay. But if you would avoid heat just completely, or even for some time, I think you would see a change on your hair. Heat leads to hair thinning, and hair thinning leads to hair fall with time. So if you can look for styles that you can do without having to straighten your hair, if you can dry your hair without using heat, that's a thumbs up. If you can style your hair without using heat, thumbs up. You can use some gel, you can use some moisturizing oil, or you can use some sealing oil, and even these simple curling creams that we use, you can use that instead of using heat. For instance, yesterday, okay, when you meet me within the week, you will see that I have a protective style on, or even I have bands on my hair. This is my to-go everyday style, or if I can change it, but just keep the same low manipulation style. That is what I do. I try to style my hair without heat. For instance, I was saying I moisturized my hair last night. I used the tea that I shared last, I think, Tuesday. It's a tea that contains cloves, green tea, and fenugreek seeds. Please, I will link it. I hope I remember to link it somewhere so you can watch it. Check it out. I used it to moisturize my hair. I massaged my hair, and then I applied some oil, some cream, and some oil. So after that, I did the twist and I put the hair in a ponytail. And if you see, the ponytail is loose, and the style that doesn't have to be perfect, but it's really nice. I mean, to me, it's nice, and it keeps my hair, tucked in. My ends are tucked in, and my hair is moisturized, and yeah, it's nice, guys. So learn to style your hair without heat. That will really help you. Another tip is to avoid styles that put pressure on your scalp. Avoid pulling your hair. These buns or even side puffs, I do those, but I try to not pull my hair. If you avoid that, you will not be pulling your hairline, and your hairline will remain to be strong and healthy, and it will grow. So if you put your hair in ponytail, don't pull it. You can do twists like these ones, but look, the scalp part, the scalp area is very loose. This encourages growth. This here encourages growth. So don't put pressure, or you're pulling, you want it to be perfect and tight down here. That is not good for your hair. So if you can just do loose hairstyles that would encourage hair growth, that would be really nice, guys. So style your hair without pulling it. Don't stress your scalp. You do the massaging and moisturizing, and you do it the correct way, your hairline would grow and your hair would be thick and healthy. That is what you focus on. The length will come if you focus on healthy hair. Trust me. Don't focus on the length first, but focus on healthy hair. Lastly, reduce stress. Level of stress can lead to hair breakage, and your hairline would fall slowly, and eventually you would lose your hairline or your hair slowly. So avoid stress, guys. Life is a gift, and if you're stressed, just look for a way to find peace and to find happiness in the little things that you find, because stress affects your health, and stress affects your hair too. So I find peace in God, and I find a peace in doing things that I like making hair videos, singing, cooking, playing with my kids. So I have to find joy in what I'm doing, guys. So I'm giving myself as an example, because I find I have pressure in doing things, so I have to find a balance in all this. But above all, I find peace in reading, in praising God, and just having time to commune with Him. That gives me a more intense, peace, and it reduces my level of stress. So pray, guys. If you're stressed, pray. Talk to God. You know how you open your heart to a friend? Open your heart to God, and God will bless you. He will give you peace. He is everything. God is everything, guys. If you're stressed, please find someone to talk to, and above all, talk to God. So stress is not good. It affects your hormones, and these hair productive hormones that help our hair growth. So if you can avoid it or reduce it and eventually avoid it, that would be really helpful. I had, I think, 6 or 7 tips. I lost count, but I hope you find it helpful. We have different hair types, different porosities, and our hair reacts differently to hair products that we use. So just learn what works for your hair and then stick to that. Appreciate your hair. God gave us a beautiful hair, and until you realize that your hair is beautiful, then you will be straining with it. You will be having a hard time to do anything with it, and eventually you will lose hope. So first, embrace it, appreciate it, and thank God for it. Okay, guys? So grow your hairline by not pulling, by massaging, by avoiding heat, by doing simple, easy hairstyles that don't pull your hair, using mild shampoos, and drying it nicely without using heat or without rubbing it hard with towels, and moisturize it. And another thing I've remembered, use a satin or a silk bonnet. That minimizes air freeze and air tangles. So a silk bonnet helps to keep your hair together. That's it for today. God bless you. Thank you for joining in today's video. I really appreciate it. Let's grow healthy hair by God's grace. Remember to be prayerful, and remember that God loves you. Bye.